Malcolm, I'm actually starting this discussion for you. It's because we haven't been able to get together, and I understand that you're thinking about possibly buying your first home. Now, what I'm going to do then is over the next few mornings, because I always stop here for my morning cup of coffee at Starbucks. So over the next little while, what I'm going to do is flesh out, explain, go through, extrapolate, elucidate, just to break down in the vernacular, in layman's terms, just what's involved if you're deciding to purchase a home for the first time. Now, this is vexing territory. That is, a lot of people don't understand what the market in Toronto holds. I'm going to walk you through the Toronto real estate market. We're going to do this in as simple way as we can, and we'll do it just as if we were sitting down and having coffee. Yeah. It is 20 minutes to 10, and so usually takes me 5 minutes to cover, disseminate a cup of coffee. So I think that in that time, I could use that time in a much better way, because I can now deploy the information, since we have the technology and we have the tools and we have the skills, deploy the information since what is useful to you can also be useful for others. Now, the first thing that I would do if I decide to purchase a house is I'd go to the bank. And the reason that you go to the bank is that unless you have cash, unless you have, let's say you're looking at approximately $300,000 or $400,000 in terms of what you want to spend, unless you have $400,000 in cash money, that means that you'll probably have to borrow some of it. So the first thing, these are EC dollars, so they don't have the same kind of pull that they would have in Toronto. But anywhere in the world, the best way to purchase real estate, in my opinion, is to use other people's money, leverage the bank in this case. Now remember that the bank, I love my mentor's definition of the bank. The bank is like a friend who lends you the umbrella, but once it's raining, they want it back. But apart from that view of the bank is in business to make money for their shareholders. The reason that you go to the bank is that they will tell you under no uncertain terms just how much they will be willing to lend you in your purchase. So for the purpose of purchasing real estate, they will give you a figure that they will say, look, as long as you do these certain things, then we will lend you this amount of money. So it's a guarantee, but it's subject to, and that's okay. What we need is the baseline for going out and even engaging in the real estate market to see what's out there. The thing about this is, once you visit the bank, what you want is something in writing that says, look, I, the bank, Carl Walwyn Bank, Bank of Nova Scotia, Bank of Montreal, the King's Bank, the King's Ransom, whatever the bank is, CIBC, you want something in writing from one of their representatives that says, look, I would like to know how much you would lend me. So for 90 days, we will lend you this amount of money if you come up with this amount of money, and we will do it for an interest rate at this percentage. The important reason why you want the percentage locked in that document of writing is that, or in writing, is that you're then guaranteed that rate if perchance interest rates rise. So if interest rates rise from say 5 to 6%, for the next 30, 60, 90 days, or however long that, that agreement is, the bank will say and honor the fact that they agreed to lend you this amount of money. Let's call it $300,000 on a $400,000 property. So let's say you're coming up with 25%. The first thing that you want is get something in writing that says, look, Malcolm, if you come up with $100,000, we the bank, are going to lend you $300,000 at this interest rate. Once you have that in writing, come to me, Carl Walwyn, because now the work can begin. So let me just break that down for you. The first thing that you need is a statement from the bank saying that they will lend you this amount of money as long as you come to them within the next 90 days at a fixed percentage rate, and that regardless of whether the rates go up or down, you, Malcolm, are protected at that interest rate, which is guaranteed to you as long as you meet the other multiple and varied criteria. 647-767-7653. Call me. And grab a coffee. These guys make good coffee. I'm now going to go over to Starbucks. Let's take a walk over here.